Hi, glad to see you can stop by today, and just wanted to talk about getting prepared for surgery. And what surgery we always talking about? We're talking about weight loss surgery. Okay, so this can be applied to any surgery actually, but we're here with our crowd, our community. Weight loss surgery is what we're going to be applying it to. Okay, so this is for my newbies or people that's considering having weight loss surgery, or you just trying to do your research, trying to get more familiar, trying to be a part of the community, and you just maybe you want a little tips, or you got your surgery date and you want some tips of what you need to do, just to have around that maybe might not be mentioned, but some doctors, depending on the doctor, but these are the things that I thought were very essential in having my weight loss surgery and the subsequent skin removal or surplus skin surgeries that I had. So I'm going to share those with you today. So stick tight, stick close with me, and yeah, we'll jump right on into it. Okay, so let's start off talking about why proper tools or being prepared matters. It matters because it's going to be new to you. Some of you may have had surgery, may have had children or things like that, and you've had a type of surgery before. But this is going to be new to you, and it's going to be new to your body. It's going to be new to the people around you. It's a forever life change. It's going to be affecting your whole life, not just one part of it or just temporarily. It's going to be something you'll have to think about from the time you have surgery on. You're going to know that you're a surgery patient. Okay, so that's the first thing. Get your mind wrapped around that you are going to change, and your family going to change, your family dynamics is going to change, and just get ready for change. And change is okay. And if you're one that's scared of change, just try to think of all the benefits that's going to come to you and all the limitations that are going to be gone after you do this thing. This is a great thing and it's good for you. Okay, if you and your doctor have found that this is necessary, this is a good thing for you. It's important to read your whole booklet or your pamphlets that the doctor gives you when you get your pre-op appointment before you're going in, or if you're meeting with the dietitian and she has some menus or some checklists or some aids to help you with your new eating lifestyle, your eating habits. Look them over, and if you can get them ahead of time of your appointment, that's even great. So look them over carefully, and then you're going to have questions. Write those questions down so that you can take it on your appointment and you ask the doctor those questions. If you don't have a support system, or maybe you went out of state to have your surgery and you're going back home, so you have to do the research yourself to find or get into a community, there are several organizations that could help you with that. The Obesity Coalition has a lot of doctors on there that can help with and a nutritionist and psychologists on there that are specifically trained to deal with people who are obese or formerly obese. Okay, so you can go on there and search your area, and you'll find someone in there who will be able to maybe add you into their clinic, or at least add you into your workshops. And then a lot of those organizations have online support, where if you just need to watch a video on something, or you need some resource on a question about if you have to change your goals or change something, you can't get to the doctor, you can go to those things. And then also you have groups and communities on social media, and you can get tips. But if you don't trust the tip, it's okay to question the tip. Just because you're on YouTube University or WebMD, you became a doctor overnight. Some people, just take it with a grain of salt. Some stuff is just their opinion and some stuff is fact, but it's good to be in a community so that you can bounce these things off one another and support one another. Okay, so before you go for the surgery, make sure you what? Read your book, prepare your mind first. Read your book and your packet thoroughly. Attend your pre-op class. Ask questions because you already read the paper, and then you are going to stay connected to a community or find a community to stay connected to. Okay, the recovery tools that I'm going to talk about, and it really matters because of how you want to take care of your skin afterwards, how you want to have your bowel sounds, or if you went to the restroom, or if you have a bruising. Those kind of things are very important too, not just about how you're going to eat or what time you eat and how many ounces of this and that, or am I on a clear diet or liquid diet, or full liquids, soft diet, whatever that, puree diet, whatever stages you are on, that is, yeah, you're going to get that. They're going to tell you that. But then there's little things that you need to remember just about taking care of yourself at home for comfort's sake. Okay, and so that just your stomach, where the doctors have surgery and they're concerned about that, your gastroenterologist, your surgeon is concerned about that, but you should also be looking at your skin, checking for any signs of infection, any bruising, things like that. Just monitor your whole body. Don't just pay attention to what's going on in this place where you had surgery. Okay, and even if you've had an incision, if you had a full procedure, make sure you not getting infected. Even the little holes that you get from laparoscopic, it's just tearing the skin, so you don't scratch it, or if it looks red or irritated or hot to touch or oozing anything, that's a sign of infection. And then you make sure you talk to your doctor about that. So comfort, and that means checking how comfortable you are with your skin, making sure your skin is okay. If you're able to pass gas, or you're able to burp, that's going to contribute to how comfortable you are having after the surgery too. So those are things you need to consider about comfort. You need to think about healing. Okay, so you need to get some rest. You need to have your nutrition, and you need to make sure you're getting your protein, because this helps in the healing process. Okay, so make sure you're doing that. Protein is important. It's after surgery for multiple reasons, but after surgery, it helps in the healing process as well. Okay, so you want a fast recovery. So know what you need to do, know the game plan, and then follow the steps and monitor yourself for any type of irregularity. Okay, and then make sure you note of that. Okay, and I will also, which I didn't do when I had the surgery 20 years ago, which I see so many people doing on here. They're vlogging it, they're recording their journey, which is so awesome. But I was really private then, and I really wasn't open to letting everybody in to see what I'm doing. But for your own sake, make a journal, a detailed journal of what's happening, so you can come back 20 years later and be like, you can look at the accomplishment and look how far you come, and look how much weight you lost and how you kept it off. Okay, so it'll be a reward to go back and look and say, oh, it's like looking at old pictures. You get reminiscent of it, and you have nostalgia, and you remember the process. Okay, and then you can celebrate your wins. Okay, so in emotional well-being, you got to make sure you're okay. So keep talking to people. Don't get down on yourself. If you just reach a little plateau, you're going to do something. You just got to start working fast to fix it. And sometimes plateaus just happen. But what you have to do is go and reevaluate, see what's going on, and see how you can tweak it, and it's going to work. Okay, as long as you keep in that mindset that you are in this game, you're in it to win it. Okay, and not to be defeated. And any of those negative voices or negative Nancy's talking to you about, well, you shouldn't have, so see, you already lost this much weight, don't listen to those people, because a lot of times they don't know what they're talking about. And even inside you, between your ears, your conversation you're having with yourself, all that negative talk, most of the time it's a lie. So you have to ask yourself, is this really true? No. Are you a fortune teller that you know my future, that you talk to it just like you would tell somebody, why are you in my business? The same thing. And tell them to tell that voice, tell those people, get out my business. Okay. And I don't want to be around, I don't want any negativity around me or around this process, or around feeding my spirit, feeding my ears. I don't want any negativity. And that could be in the form of music, videos, TV. Negativity is negativity. And once you start getting it into your mind and into your spirit, it affects everything. Okay, so watch that. Keep your emotional well-being up. Get rid of the negativity and stay with your eyes on your prize that you're trying to do. Don't get off track and be led down because of whatever circumstances. There is a brighter side, and you're going to get there. Okay, what did I recommend for you to get when you get out of surgery? The first item, which is probably not typical, is going to be some arnica tablets. Now, I'm not sure if doctors recommend this, but I do. When people come to the pharmacy and they're asking me, well, what can I got all this bruising after surgery, what can I do? Well, this is also a part of the pain management. You can do arnica tablets, and they will help with the bruising after surgery. Sometimes it looks like, oh, I've been manhandled, I have a bruise here, a bruise there, or the IV, they had to do it a couple of times and you got some bruising. Arnica tablets really help with and like an analgesic, and also helps in the healing process. So I recommend get a box of arnica tablets. Okay, and make sure this is a herbal supplement, so it's no it's not a pharmaceutical. It is a natural product. But make sure you check with your pharmacist if you have or any other kind of medicine. And this is after the surgery, not before, okay? Because you don't want to jeopardize you not being able to have surgery because you thinned your blood too much, or you wasn't supposed to have anything in your GI, and now you're at risk of aspirating if you eat before or take something before the surgery, okay? So make sure you got it clear from your pharmacist on that. And then we got to think about scarring. So you need to make sure, if you don't want any big scars, I had an open surgery. So I had a incision, vertical incision on my stomach, my abdomen. And it wasn't that big. But then I had a hernia repair that made it about this big. The scarring is nice because I use some silicone scar tape. It doesn't really matter the brand. I use Mederma, and then on subsequent surgeries, I used just a generic one that was on Amazon. But scar tape is going to help you if you have, especially if you're prone to keloids, or you're more pigmented, or you have melanin. Sometimes those incisions can leave dark spots. So if you use a scar cream, it could kind of make it heal a little better, and maybe you won't have as much scarring, and maybe you won't develop a keloid on top of it. Okay, so luxury orthopedic pillow. They have different areas that it helps with. The orthopedic is like a big pillow, and you can get a whole set that gives you about 3-4 pieces in there that you can put under your legs, on your back, and it just kind of like helps you with your legs kind of elevated after you have surgery, and just makes it a little more comfortable for you. You can have it inside the bed, or you can have it outside the bed. You can use either portion of it. You don't have to use all of them, but it really is nice to have one of those. And for the ladies, recommend you getting a bra that opens in the front. especially if you I know they have them less now than they did before, but open surgeries are going to be easier for you to open in the front, or a sports bra or some kind of bra that opens in the front, so that you won't have to be reaching around and stretching and kind of like making you uncomfortable or having a little pain from the maneuvering to try to get the bra off. So front open bras, I recommend those. Even if you didn't have the open surgery, it might be just helpful to have an open bra and easier to deal with after surgery. So you need to get some compression garment for your legs, and circulation is going to be very good so that you don't get any blood clots. That's a risk after any type of surgery, not just weight loss surgery, but you want to get some support to help you with your circulation for your legs, support compression for the body. And then especially if it's not just weight loss surgery, if you're going to get a subsequent surgery because of you losing weight, you want to get a good compression garment. Okay, the 5 essential things that you really need to pick up that will aid in your comfort after bariatric surgery and getting you prepared ahead of time. I'm going to give you the 5 things you need to prepare and get prior to surgery so that you can rest comfortably after surgery. Now, here are 5 things. There's a lot of things that could be gotten at the store, but these are things that I think you should get that may not have been considered by other people. Okay, so the first thing, if you have breasts, get a front closing bra. It just makes it easier, more comfortable. Secondly, get an orthopedic pillow set. You want to be as comfortable as possible while you're recovering. Next, get some arnica tablets, the ones that dissolve in your mouth, help you with the bruising and help you with a little bit of the pain. Get some scar tape. Doesn't matter what brand you get, just put a little bit on the incisions, okay? And it'll heal up nicely. You won't get a keloid. Very important. Get some compression hose or some compression socks for your legs. And if you have a subsequent surgery, you may want a whole body compression depending on where you had surgery at, okay? Compression is good. It helps reduce the risk of getting blood clots and make sure you keep mobile so you can keep that blood flowing and circulating. So that was a 5. And I got 2 more for you just for kicks. The second bonus one is going to be a wound kit, just in case. Scarring is not like it used to be, but definitely if you have an open procedure, you want to get a wound kit, okay? It has the gauze, all the paper tape, anesthesia, topical anesthesia. It has some antibiotic ointment in there. Just get a wound kit, and it'll have a little scissors in there so you can cut to the size of whatever to fit your wound, okay? And adult coloring book. These are very good when you're restless and you're bored and you don't know what to do and you're not going to go eat anything to handle that. You can start coloring in your coloring book. And they're adult coloring books, so it's not for kids, they're for adults, okay? So make sure you get one that you can relate to or that you think is fun. And don't forget to get the crayons and color pencils so that you can enjoy your coloring book. So that is it, party people. Thank you so much for stopping by. So glad to have you friends. I'm so glad that you chose to watch the video and that you keep sticking with me. Keep coming. I'm going to keep talking about bariatrics. I'm going to keep talking about transfer addiction. I'm going to tell you guys about my struggles with shopping addiction and how I'm on this 1 year no buy pledge. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be focused on from now on, guys. bariatrics all the time. We're going to talk weight loss all the time, but we're going to hone in on some transfer addiction and the transfer addiction that I got. So basically, we're talking about transfer addiction and the type of transfer addiction that I have, which is shopping addiction. And we're doing a 1-year no buy pledge. So press the like button, subscribe. You've been here, subscribe. You might as well subscribe. Watch the video to the end. Thanks. This is Dr. Kamika Baylor, and you're on the Dr. Barry Act Right channel, where we're going to help you act right.